But anyway, yeah, this is the one that I saw. So everybody thinks that Russia killed this guy. Everybody thinks Lindsey Graham. So Lindsey Graham, people might have gotten him confused with Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is the turtle. Lindsey Graham is the warmonger. They are both almost crashed out. Mitch McConnell is basically dead, while Lindsey Graham is dead. Lindsey Graham is 13 years younger than Mitch McConnell. He's only 71 years old. So that means that this guy, and 71... for a person in a very, very public-facing role who is extremely wealthy, who has access to the best medical care in the world, 71 is not old. I'm sorry to say, it is not old if you have all of these advantages going for you, right? I mean, this guy's a career congressman. That's not old. Yeah, this isn't old enough to where it's like, oh, it makes sense that he just randomly died. Like, I mean, obviously things happen, right? I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that Russia killed him. I have no idea. I haven't even read anything about this. I'm looking at it right now for the first time. But at the same time, I do think that, like, you can't just say that, oh, this is natural causes, for sure. And anyway, so yesterday, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham visited Ukraine to assure Zelensky support for of the United States. The warmonger was shown a, quote, secret drone manufacturing facility in Kiev. Well, this facility no longer exists after strikes by the Russian MOD. What is this here? Without warning, 6 missiles struck the manufacturing facilities in the Kiev region. The Rumod confirmed strikes on the drone sites, which started a huge fire. None of Russia's ballistic missiles were shot down. Lindsey Graham is no longer in Ukraine. So apparently not secret enough. Get your tinfoil hat ready. Graham inspected a drone factory in Ukraine. Russia blew up that factory today. Then tonight, it's announced that Graham is dead from a sudden illness and no more details. I'd say there's a decent chance that Russia blew up Lindsey Graham. I mean, like, people think that Russia actually blew this guy up. Oh, man, that's a lot, right? I mean, like, I doubt it. Yeah, was his body found in the wreckage? I mean, that's a really tough cover-up, I'll tell you that. Like, I mean, think about, for example, how many points of failure you would have with, like, Jeffrey Epstein. People, and I'm not even certain that he didn't kill himself, right? I think it's possible that he did. Like, my opinion on that whole thing, I said before, is that I think he did kill himself, but people told him that he basically had to. Like, that's kind of what I think happened, or they let him do it. That's kind of what my guess is. So I don't want to derail here, but what my point is that think about how many points of failure the communication around Jeffrey Epstein's death was and had. So if we're going to see the same thing with Lindsey Graham, I think it's going to manifest very quickly. And it won't happen. They have a closed casket. Yeah, but probably I guess, like, no, yeah, I mean, Lindsey Graham doesn't have any kids or a wife, so I don't know, maybe his sister is, like, the one that's going to inherit his money, so I guess maybe that would be her that would have to verify that it's him. Yeah, it's his sister. I just like Graham a lot, but if Russia blew him up, I say we retaliate unapologetically to send a message that we don't let this shit slide. I don't think that Russia blew the guy up. I just don't think that's what happened. I just don't. Like, I mean, I think it's much more likely. And also, like, the thing is that, I mean, yeah, obviously we should retaliate and everything, but I don't even think that in that circumstance Russia was trying to kill him, right? Like, they were just bombing an area. Like, I mean, they're at war with Ukraine, by the way. It is a drone facility. I mean, there you go. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing to have happen. I'm not trying to excuse it, but, like, it's not like this is totally fucking unprecedented and it was targeted on him. I have no idea. So, yeah, wrong place at the wrong time. So, anyway, he died in D.C. Well, people are just going to make up whatever they want and just say that, like, I mean, it's the same as they said that Jeffrey Epstein had a body double. Like, I mean, like, you're trying to approach this situation with facts. Why even do that? It's logic, right? And it's a conspiracy, I mean. So anyway, here's why it's possible. Russia is furious that we continue to fund and arm Ukraine. I don't think that's true. Graham is not just the most psychotic booster of Ukraine, but he's also the biggest booster of arming Ukraine a decade ago, which really forced Russia to invade. I don't even agree. Like, I mean, I think that there's a lot of politicians that are, like, extremely pro-Ukraine. Like, Lindsey Graham is probably one of the ones that people know about because he goes on TV a lot. but a lot of other people have been involved with that. So I don't really think that's true. The fool cares not for your facts. I like that. So Graham was the loudest voice supporting strikes inside of Russia. I assure you, Putin didn't forget that. Russia has signaled that they intend to escalate because U.S. and NATO will not back off. This could be a warning shot to the political class that while Russia doesn't want World War III, they will extract a cost on the politicians themselves that are pushing for this endless war. I really just don't think this is what's happening. And the reason why is that Moscow got bombed. So if Moscow was able to get bombed so easily by Ukraine, it seems really obvious that Russia is really not in the position that I think a lot of people imagine it to be. They're on the back foot. Yeah, I think Russia is a lot more on the back foot than people realize. I do. I think Russia is extremely on the back foot. I think Ukraine is on the back foot too, but the difference is that Russia doesn't have anybody backing them up, and Ukraine has a lot of people backing it up. So, cover up, sus? Yes, of course, right? And plausible deniability. Okay, let me go back and I'm going to look at these other ones. And perhaps he got to fight in one of those wars he loved so much. Oh, this is some other thing. Okay, I was confused about that. They're leaving me no choice but to lead the pro-Israel cause. Stay safe, Ladybug. Okay, guys. Y'all aren't ready for this conversation. It's Israel that killed him too. Did the Ukrainians brief Tim Pool's security about it? Tim Pool. Rapid onset AIDS. Maybe I'm just slow, but why wouldn't they want just tell us if Russia did it? I don't think Trump wants to smoke with Putin, so why would it change? That's exactly why Trump don't want that smoke. We can't acknowledge that Russian blew up a sitting senator because it would almost have to go to war, so they just lie to say we had a stroke or something. I don't think that's what happened. I really just don't think so. So anyway, hello, Mr. Satan. Okay, guys. So let me go. I'm going to watch this clip. This is Lindsey Graham 1 day ago. Literally 1 day ago. He was talking like this. Here we go.
We've reached agreement with the White House on a version of the Russian sanctions bill that they will support. It means it's going to become law. So when I get back to Washington, I'm going to go with Senator Blumenthal to the Republican and Democratic leader to see if we can find time to move this Russian sanctions package that would give tools to President Trump to help end this war.
Yeah.
There's some things we can do on the technology front to build on the lethality of Ukraine to protect itself from ballistic missile attack. If we did that, combined with creating tools to punish those countries that prop up Putin, that make money off this war, then I think we've got the best chance since I've been coming here in the last 5 years to get Putin to the peace table.
We'll see if that happens, right? And he's sharp. Yeah. I mean, like, people said he had high blood pressure. If I look at his skin, like, his skin does look quite red. And, like, I remember this is the way my mom's skin would look sometimes, too. And she had high blood pressure also. So, I mean, again, like, this is, you know, like, oh, I have an anecdotal piece of information. So, like, I have no idea. Well, he's a retard. Now he's dead. Yeah, he's dead now. So it could have been a heart attack. I mean, there are instances, like 71 is not young, right? His eyes don't look good. Yeah, but most people who are 71 that are like that, too, right? I mean, that's really about it. And looks perfy and purplish. He was an alcoholic as well. Is that really true? I didn't even know that. Don't forget his job is high stress. Yeah, I guess so. And before the funeral was an open casket because he was poisoned by the Ruskies. I mean, I don't think that's it either. What is this?
So when I get back to Washington, I'm going to go with Senator Blumenthal.
Oh, this is the same clip. It's just a different angle. Okay, and yeah, this is it. Let me scroll down. I'll look at this. It's actually crazy. Somebody else said the N-word. It is like we're gonna look at this later on, but not yet. And look it up. He has a history of heavy drinking in New York City or DC. You mean? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. But anyway, let me scroll down and find some of these other ones too, because it's been pretty surprising to see that this guy passed away. And I'll look at some more of the information about it too. Yeah, here it is. So, passed away on July 11th from brief illness, going into cardiac arrest at 9 p.m. and arriving at George Washington University Hospital too late. So, he died apparently in America. So, it's not like they bombed him. I mean, I don't think I mean, like, the thing is, like, if you're a conspiracy person, you're just gonna say it was a body double, right? I mean, you're gonna just invent a, you know, infinite corridor of rationalizations. It's the same way that anybody else would. But, yeah, straight from Ukraine. Yeah, exactly. I think that realistically, what probably happened is that he could have gotten poisoned. Like, I mean, that's probably the most likely outcome of any of the other stuff, right? Now, there is another component. I remember reading one person that said this, is that the flight from Ukraine to, I guess, America, it's like, what, 15 hours, right? Like, let me look this up. Yeah, it's DVT. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking, like, what is the term? Yeah, because obviously you guys see where I'm going with, like, I'm talking about how long something is, right? Like, we can clearly see where things are going. So is 12 hours, right? So DVT is deep vein thrombosis. This is one of the silent killers of a lot of people that have sedentary jobs. And it's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm lucky that, you know, like I go out, like I exercise a lot. One time I convinced myself that I had it because I had a pain in my leg. And I actually went to the emergency room, like, or an emergency clinic, and they did like a fucking ultrasound on me. I was like so freaked out about it, right? And you exercise? Well, I mean, like, avoiding DVT isn't hard to do. It's just make sure that you move around, period. And so, like, coronary embolism could happen from DVT clot the next day. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, that's why I'm always, like, you guys might not see it, I always move around a lot. And it's just something about it, whenever I learned that that could happen to you, like, it did make me, like, very, like, physically uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God, okay, I have to make sure that I'm moving around, I'm exercising more. And, like, now, like, I exercise and I move around probably, like, I walk probably 2 miles a day, if not more. I do, like, almost every single day I do. And I, you know, go up and down stairs every day. It's not a big deal, right? But it's at least something. And so, you know, that's it. Armor military helps too. Yeah, and anyway, I think anybody needs to do that. So this can happen if you're sitting down a lot and you have other issues, right? So, like, he also has high blood pressure. He also has these other, you know, like, secondary things. So that's what it could be. So if you showed me this tweet a year ago, what is this? Lindsey Graham and Charlie Kirk fighting in hell over being Reagan's bottom. This is another one, right? And so this is another person that, like, you can never show these people any degree of sympathy or anything other than treating them as if these are people who want you to die. These are people who want to kill you. They want you to die, and then when you die, they're going to laugh about it, make jokes about it, and then support the people that killed you. You need to treat them as if they are this type of person. They need to be treated as the threat that they are. And until you actually treat these people like the threat that they are, well then, I think you're going to keep having these problems. So that's it. We know it. Yeah, like Trump does. Yeah, and I like the fact that Trump does that. I do, because he matches their energy. I wish there were more Republicans that weren't pussies and they supported him and they did the same thing. I like the fact that Trump is so savage and he never gives these people any amount of emotional clarity at all. I think that I like that he treats them like the violent, vicious, you know, disgusting animals they are. That's the way I see it. I wish that everybody was like him. And that's it. Trump's all talk. Yeah, the problem that I have with Trump is that Trump doesn't treat them that way. He just talks about them that way. I wish he would treat them that way. That would be a lot better. Open chat from Hunter? Well, I don't know about that. And so what is this here? When I heard about Senator Graham Stanley, that's the first thing I thought. Things he said and did in service to Donald Trump. I thought about the time Donald Trump. He was a brother of Senator John McCain. A time when senators were different. If I about politics. Yeah. That's the Senator Graham I remember today. I've forgotten where he came from. What is this here? Conservative Republican, South Carolina. Could say my father. If you can't admire Joe Biden as a person, you've got a problem. He's the nicest person ever you met in politics. Man, as good as God ever created. Yeah, I don't think Joe Biden was like an evil person, right? He was just kind of like he had things I disagreed with. I think it's true. And, oh man. Turn this man's entire death into a political topic? I mean, I think it is a political topic. I mean, he's a politician, right? And so anyway, what is this here? Lindsey Graham, what is this?
How is he doing? Have you heard anything?
I'm going to go check right now with my office. And
Okay.
hoping and praying he's doing well, but I'm going to check just right now.
Is there a contingency plan if for some reason
I have
his
no-
McConnell...
So, and then this is another person. I will say Lindsey Graham being asked by a reporter how Mitch McConnell is doing and answering, I don't know, I'm going to check right now, and then dying is hilarious. This is why I don't know how many Charlie Kirks, Lindsey Grahams, Mitch McConnells you guys are going to need until you're willing to treat these people like what they are. I don't know how many times it's going to take. But if I hear one more person saying that, oh, well, we have to have decency, you can't do that, well, it's going to upset them, I am going to lose my mind. Oh my God, they're so annoying. Anyway, expecting Mitch McConnell but not Lindsey Graham is like ordering a chocolate chip cookie but getting a snickerdoodle. I'm confused but not upset. Again, all of these people, by the way, every single one of them, bro, every single one of them, you got to treat them like what they are. That's the way it is. Do not try to give value to those who weaponize your values and morals? I know. So, yeah, I wish more people would see things that way, but I think that they're blinded by their own, misguided, I think that, improperly socialized sympathy and empathy. But I don't have that problem. I don't have it. I might have a moral compass, but it doesn't point north. What can I say? So, yeah, I couldn't give a fuck. Anyway, Fetterman W statement. Yeah, I mean, like, again, I think John Fetterman is one of the only, upstanding guys. Like, I would say, like, the people that I would say are, like, really solid, like even though I don't, in a lot of cases, I don't necessarily agree with people that are always ideologically driven, but I can respect them in some ways. I like John Fetterman. I like Thomas Massey. I like, oh, fuck, those are probably the first two I just come off right off the top of my head. That, like, usually diverge from, like, what you would assume that I believe. Tulsi Gabbard, yeah, of course I like her. I like the Pope, yeah, I do. I like, Pope Leo. I don't agree with his positions on immigration. I think that he's wrong, but I think that he's a net positive, if that makes sense. So I like Bernie. Yeah, I like Bernie too. Yeah, sure. And LeBron James. I mean, I don't really watch a lot of basketball. Like, you like Rand Paul? I do like Rand Paul. That's true. So yeah, I mean, there's some instances of that. But I do still think that if we had had the Pope, if we had had the Black Pope Robert Sarah, dude, that would have been fucking crazy. Like, that would have been like the opening of like a fucking of like a Warhammer 40K video game trailer. It would have been nuts. So yeah, Black Pope, yeah, guy was, he was a real one, the 11th Crusade, exactly. But there'll be another one at some point, right? And what is this here? With Israel? What is this?
Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day. They're the best ally we could hope for. So we have a commander-in-chief in President Trump, who I think is Ronald Reagan plus.
I mean, like, again, like, what is this?
Plus.
Ronald Reagan plus. Uh-oh, isn't that bad? Didn't Ronald Reagan give amnesty to a bunch of fucking illegals? We gotta undo that. Lindsey Graham in Congress for 31 years. His net rank was ranked 293 after 535 members of Congress. So, by the way, if you're making $171,000 a year, like, so if that's your net worth and you've been in Congress for 10 years and your net worth is only $1.5 to $2 million, you are not good at investing your money. Like, I will be honest. Like, I don't know what he was doing with his money. Was he paying for just, like, endless hookers? Like, I mean, if that's the case, then I get it, right? It's understandable, right? I mean, living life to the fullest. But, like, yeah, I mean, maybe he had Uber Eats a lot, right? That's it. And it's not true. It's, what is this here? And it's tax. He has to live on it as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think that's a lot of money, right? And pay for 2 houses. Maybe you're right. Should have followed Nancy Pelosi, I guess. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of ways you could spend more money, but who the fuck knows? So the news is so good I had to read it twice.
Lindsey Graham, Senator.
Yeah, this is yeah, of course, right? And anyway, I'll scroll down and look at the rest of these, but the Save America Act in honor of Lindsey Graham immediately. It's not going to happen. I'll watch one more.
We say you should have a photo ID before you vote to make sure we have voter integrity.
Yeah.
We say over here you have to be a citizen before you vote. We say over here biological males should not be playing girls' sports. We say over here that a minor should not be allowed to transition their sex. If you can't smoke as a minor, that makes sense to me. So to the medical community, you should not be performing sex changes on minors. They should wait till they're old enough to make that decision. That's what we say. All of y'all are going to oppose it. If you don't want a photo ID, you're probably into cheating. There's no other reason to say you don't have to have an ID. It just makes cheating easier. Who wants a non-citizen voting in our election? If you're against that,
True.
that makes me wonder. And biological males playing girls' sports, not good for anybody. And a minor should not be allowed to transition their sex.
Yeah.
That's the biggest change you can
Huge
make in
loss
your
to the
entire
DC
life.
gay scene.
You shouldn't be allowed to do that as a minor. This is what we say. What do you say?
It's very weird that I think leftists always weaponize homosexuality as like it's like a big gotcha with the Republicans. I don't think most conservatives or Republicans care about a gay dude. I don't really I don't think anybody gives a shit. Like that's like that's like last patch, bro. Like yeah, we do. Like some people care. I mean, I guess maybe some people care. I certainly don't. Like I've always thought it was like kind of odd. Yeah, like this is like only traditionalist. Yeah, exactly. You're lying, bro. They hate gays. I don't really think they hate gays. I mean, if they hated gays, then why did Grindr call the RNC the Super Bowl of the app? Right? I mean, like, I feel like, guys, I feel like there's a lot of gay dudes out there. And also, by the way, there could be another meta level for this, right? Is because gay dudes don't have to pretend to have libtard politics to attract art hoes. Because all they need to do is find another gay dude that thinks the same fucking shit that they do. So when you think about it, right? No, think about it. Think. And so really, I think it makes sense. There's a lot of bi dudes too. I don't know if there are. I mean, I have no idea. No one hates gays. It's the trans the problem. Yeah, I don't think people hate gays at all. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are some people that do. This is the last one with Trump talking about it.
What makes it even stranger is that I got a call last night sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the 7s, and he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act. He
I think my audio thing crashed. I'm not really sure. Let me go back and double check. Why'd it go away?
said he just landed from
There it is.
Ukraine. I said, that's a long trip to make. He said, he sounded a little tired, but perfect, but a little bit tired. Had a right to be.
Yeah.
And he was a worker. He was really a worker, but he sounded great, actually. But he actually said he was tired, but he wanted to pass
Chat's
the
full
Save
of bi
America
guys.
Act. And I said, well, we're going to get it done, Lindsey. We're going to get it done. I'll see you soon. We thought maybe we might even meet today. And then that was it. And that was, very around the time. It couldn't have been much longer. It could have been his last
That's why a lot
call.
of
I don't
Republicans
know
wait their
exactly,
voters.
but I got a
Yeah.
message about 1 o'clock in the morning.
He was probably
from
sitting very still
one
on the
of
long plane
people
trip.
at his
Yeah,
office
true.
that he had passed away. I said, I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually. It's amazing.
Mr. President.
He was such an advocate. He was, if he wanted to get something, and he had a unique ability. He was able to deal with Democrats and Republicans. If I had a problem, a real problem, I wouldn't often ask. But if I had a problem with a Democrat, he could work it out.
So, yeah, I mean, they got to pass the bill. I mean, sure, right? I mean, like, obviously they got to do that. I mean, yeah, I think they should have, I think we should have voter ID. I think also, like, for anybody that says, like, I think we should make getting an ID free. And I think in a lot of places it already is free. So it's like, if you want to get an ID for free, I think it's fine. But like, I think you should need an ID. Like, I'd rather spend extra money to pay for everybody getting free IDs. It's probably not that much money realistically. And then, like, you basically require like ID to vote. I mean, sure, right? Present your documents, free ID. Yeah, sure, exactly. And it's worth every dime. It is. It's the easiest decision you could possibly make. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the clear, common sense middle ground, right? Lindsey Graham and a complicated relationship. I don't know. This is a guy from Ukraine. I'm not really sure about that. And all right.
If you wanted an FBI investigation, you could have come to us. What you want to do is destroy this guy's life, hold this seat open, and hope you win in 2020. You've said that, not me. You've got nothing to apologize for. When you see Sotomayor and Kagan, tell them that Lindsey said hello, because I voted for them. I would never do to them what you've done to this guy. This is the most unethical sham since I've been in politics. And if you really wanted to know the truth, you sure as hell wouldn't have done what you've done to this guy. Are you a gang rapist?
No.
Oh!
I cannot imagine what you and your family have gone through. Boy, y'all want power. God, I hope you never get it. I hope the American people can see through this sham. That you knew about it and you held it. You had no intention of protecting Dr. Ford. None. She's as much of a victim as you are. God, I hate to say it because these have been my friends. But let me tell you, when it comes to this, you're looking for a fair process. You came to the wrong town at the wrong time, my friend.
What's the video about?
You can...
So there was a Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, and he was accused of sexual misconduct, and it was a concerted effort to try to delegitimize his nomination into the Supreme Court, and Lindsey Graham is defending him from those accusations. This was like maybe like a little bit less than 10 years ago.
Consider this a job interview?
Yeah, blatantly false allegations.
The advice and consent role is like a job
You
interview.
consider that you've been through a job interview?
I've been through a process of advice and consent under the Constitution. Which
Would you say you've been through hell?
I've been through hell and then some.
This is not a job interview.
Yeah.
This is hell. This is going to destroy the ability of good people to come forward because of this crap. Your high school yearbook. You have interacted with professional women all your life, not one accusation. You're supposed to be Bill Cosby when you're a junior and senior in high school. And all of a sudden you got over.
What?
With professional women all your life, not one accusation. You're supposed to be Bill Cosby when you're a junior and senior.
They're saying he's a gang rapist on a large scale like Bill Cosby was. That's what they're trying to say. That's the, yeah.
In high school. And all of a sudden you got over it.
Damn.
It's been my understanding.
He's saying that, oh yeah, right. So you were this huge rapist in high school, but then after that you just stopped after you accumulated all this wealth and power? Uh-huh, right.
That if you drug women and raped them for 2 years in high school, you probably don't stop. Here's my understanding. If you lived a good life, people would recognize it. Like the American Bar Association has the gold standard. His integrity is absolutely unquestioned. He is the very circumspect
the Kavanaugh sham pushed
in
me
his
to the right.
personal conduct, harbors no biases or prejudices. He's entirely ethical, is a really decent person. He is warm, friendly, unassuming. He's the nicest person. The ABA.
Uh-huh.
The one thing I can tell you, you should be proud of. Ashley, you should be proud of this. That you raised a daughter who had the good character to pray for Dr. Ford. To my Republican colleagues, if you vote no, you're legitimizing the most despicable thing I have seen in my time in politics. You want this seat? I hope you never get it. I hope you're on the Supreme Court. That's exactly where you should be.
And he went on the Supreme Court.
And I hope
he won.
that the American people will see through this charade. And I wish you well, and I intend to vote for you, and I hope everybody who's fair-minded will.
I think that we really lost a real one. I do. Like, goddamn. Like, holy shit. And like, now that I see all the Nevrons, all the demons coming out and celebrating this dude died, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? He wasn't that bad. Yeah, he wasn't that bad at all.